Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. I am certainly glad that you found yourself here. Well, it is Wednesday. It is the middle of the trading week, and we're going to take a look at price and see what's been happening. I talk a lot about a trading plan and having a set of rules that you follow when you're trading. And one of those rules I would certainly encourage is that you check on price, right? You analyze at the beginning of the week and check in at the middle of the week because things happen. Set alerts at the beginning of the week. And hopefully they would have, given you an alert by the middle of the week, and then you can get back and reassess from that point. And it just makes things so much more seamless, and actually you get to a point where it's pretty routine. It becomes a standard that you operate in that way. And so that's what I do, and that's why I'm coming to you today, because it's Wednesday, middle of the trading week, to see what's actually going on from since Sunday, right? Since Sunday. And I want to do a really, really quick check, and we're going to go to Sunday. I'm on the daily. And if you're following me, then you can go back to previous analysis, because I will do those analysis on a Sunday or a Monday. And in all actuality, it's the same thing to me as far as price goes, because I don't trade on Sundays and price is just really starting to move on Monday. So those 2 days is when I actually do those analysis. So check those out. And forgive me for those of you that are new to the channel. Welcome, welcome. I am Janice, and I am the founder of the Trading Made Easy community and the home of the 20 pip community as well. And what I basically do is teach traders how to look at the market in a very simple, easy way, and provide simple, easy trading strategies or methodology that would allow you to profit consistently. Now, I'm not saying that there are guarantees, because there aren't, right? There aren't no guarantees. However, if you follow certain rules and you're consistent in that, you certainly will begin to profit more consistently than you currently are. So wherever you are in your trading process, there's always room for improvement. And my hope is to provide you with various aspects of trading that, when you combine together, it definitely creates a more successful trading environment for you. So subscribe to the channel if you feel like what I'm providing for you. If you want simple, easy, you're not going to see a lot of graphs and charts and channels, and you're not going to see that. I do believe in indicators. However, I don't lead with them. Check my other videos. I go into all of that. But I add, confirm. My main focus and what I teach is price action market structure, because that is truly the foundation of Forex. So I'm not a financial advisor as well, just a fellow trader, just like yourself. I have been trading for about 8 years now. Put some time in, put some sweat and tears, and all of that great stuff, money lost, and all of those things, until I began to profit consistently when certain disciplines were implemented, right? And so I profit consistently, and I teach others how to do the same. So hey, that's what Janice Trading Made Easy is all about. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, so we're on the daily. Let's take a look at Sunday. Well, for the daily would be Monday, and that was on the 2nd. So let's take a quick look. Where's my vertical? Let's take a quick look and see what's happening. All right, so that was Sunday. This is where we were on that market open, right? We were basically right here. We're market open. Now, what I do is I look to see what the overall direction is. Where does price ultimately want to go? We go with the tide. We don't go against it. Now, you can trade our corrections as well as trends, as long as you know where to enter. That's the name of the game, right? And I teach you all that good stuff. So we're looking, obviously, we're making higher highs here. So we're certainly bullish overall. And then what you want to ask yourself, well, what is price doing right now? What is it doing now? So what I do is I look to see where price stopped and turned around, and I drop a line. So basically, we would have dropped the line right there because price has not come back up here at this point. At this point, on Monday or Sunday, it would have been, price had not come back up there. So this is what it would have been. And so now that's a pivotal area of interest. And I do the same for my support level. Price came down here, it stopped, and then it dropped. At this point on Sunday, this is what we saw, and so that would have applied. And then the next question you're going to ask yourself, so what is price doing? Well, right now we know that price is in an overall bullish trend, but it's in a correction. As you can see, it's in a correction. So I would have just do a trend line really quickly. Now I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. When I am doing my analysis, for me, I don't even, my eye is trained. I don't even draw all of this, to be honest. My eye is trained, but I want to do that for the sake of training and helping you to see just what you need to see, right? And so that's what we would have done. Now I would have dropped down to the 4 hour, because now I know I'm in a correction. So now, because price, that's what price is going now, I can trade the correction as long as I get in at the right area. And same thing if it was a buy, right? And so now we have I want to go right back, keep that consistent. This is on Sunday, Monday analysis, right? So that you can see how things play out, and you can see how by doing what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, you can position yourself for just simplicity. That's the name of the game. And that is what I'm about, right? So on the 4 hour, certainly, price is respecting the trend line. We have not broken that trend line. Price is under the trend line. We know that price is in a correction on the daily. So we know price is bearish, right? So if I'm looking for a bearish or sell entry, then I need to be looking at an area of resistance to position myself for a sale. Right. And what I like to do is I like to look for engulfing candles around those areas and place my position there. So obviously on this area right here, we're still on Monday. That's Friday. So we're right there. It's real tight. But look at the bottom and you'll see Sunday, October. That says October 1st, but that shouldn't be, that wasn't the first. That's in September. Okay, so let's go, because that's the daily. So I had to make the adjustment. So we're going to be doing Friday or Monday. That's 6, 7. Sunday's the 8th. Okay, so that would have been Sunday. So let's move her over to the 8th. Right? There you go. There you go. And we're going to take this down. That's where it was. So I'm going to just keep it right there. Okay. And so that's what we're looking at now. That's what we're looking at now. So again, what we want to see, if we're waiting for a break, we want to see if we break, but we want to decide what we're going to do. If we're going to sell, then I need to identify the entry for the sale. And as I mentioned, I like to look at my engulfing candles for that. So I'm looking for an area of resistance, right? If I'm going to be selling, and I like to look for my engulfings around the sale. Okay, so I have a bearish engulfing here, right? I have a bearish engulfing right in there. So I would have identified my zone there for a sale. And you do the same thing if it was a buy. You would identify, and I would like to look for my my bullish engulfing candles. I see one right here. So I would just identify that area. Now, these are just points of interest, right? because what price well, as far as these engulfings, price always respects those and they come back to it. So those are areas too. But what you can also, the lead in is where did price stop and turn around, and you can use that as well. So price did come up here, it stopped at this point, right, and it turned around. Price came down here, it stopped, and then it turned around. So you can drop a line here as well, right? I like my lines and my rectangles. Okay, so that we have that there. So let's us just want to change that. I need that darker. Let's do like a dark blue. Okay, right? So price came down, it stopped, and then it went up. So this is an area of interest. And what I'm looking for is a break. When you identify these areas, these zones, these pivotal points in price, the reason that you're identifying that is because you're looking for a break and retest. When price breaks and retests those areas, price is likely to go in a different direction or in the direction of that position. And then, of course, you want to add your additional confirmations to support the movement. We never just jump in. We never just jump in because of one confirmation, even if it is price and market structure, right? So we did that. That was Sunday's analysis, and I put my alerts here. These are areas you put your alerts here, right? Put your alerts there, and then you just simply wait. When you drop down to the lower time frame, you put your alerts in. Okay, so now we're going to drop down to the 4 hour. I'm sorry, the 1 hour, and here we are on the 1 hour, right? Here we are on the 1 hour. That's still Sunday, right? And we're on the 1 hour. So okay, so now we can see what price is done in regards or respect to the zones that we've identified, right? So one or two things, price is either going to go up or it's going to go down. So we would be looking, if we're going to be buying, price needs to break the zone and close. It needs to come back to the zone and retest, and then the high of it, retest the high, and then take her up, right? That's what it needs to do for a buy. And same thing for a sale down here, if it's sold down here. Because when we do these zones for buys or sales, we have to definitely consider the fact that price may break right through those zones, as it does. That's the nature of price. So we have to know what we're looking for and how price is communicating with us to let us know what direction we need to be looking at. And when price does these things, we add the confirmations, the additional confirmations to that to support the direction before we get in. So this is a support area, but if price decided to continue and break through, then it will be communicating something different. It will be telling me, well, no, price wants to continue to go down. But this is the move that price would have to make to give me that communication. This is the move that price would have to make to give me that indication, right? And then I add my additional confirmations to support that. So at this point, so that's on Sunday, right? That's on Sunday. So let's take a look and see, what did price do? Because it's Wednesday now, right? What did price do? Well, let's take a look. On Sunday, right here we are. And did price break? Let's go here. That's Friday. Okay, this is Sunday. Yep, this is Sunday. Okay, so we have our candle right here, right? And price was up in the supply zone, because remember, on the daily, price was in a correction from the bullish trend. So it was going down. And when we marked up, we were waiting for a break, right? So price was already in this area here. Price was in this area on this date, right? Price was there. And so it broke out of this area and it went down, right? So if you had identified this area on Sunday, you would have got, that's 142 pips, right? I don't particularly trade on Sunday, sometime, very, very, very seldom, but for the sake of just monitoring price and showing you how price move when you frame price properly, then you know exactly what you're waiting for and exactly what you need to do. And that is a concrete guideline to consistent profits when you follow the rules, right? Okay, so we did come back down into this what? The demand zone, because remember we got support sitting here, right? Did price break below? No. If price didn't break below, then obviously it's going back up, and that's just what it did. So now we're into Tuesday. So price, we got the sell off from this area of resistance. We got the sell off, and we got the buy. Did it come all the way down here? No. But one of the things that I like to do when I identify my zones is I like to go 50% of my zone so that I can kind of mitigate the whole possibility of not getting picked up, but I'm still in my right zone. And so 50% of this area here may have picked me up. You know, if I would have bought from there. So that's just a little tidbit that tends to work really well. And certainly all of the entries we do was on the 15-minute. But you see in the zone, that's what I want you to pay attention to. In the zone, price played in the zone. And you could have gotten picked up depending on where you entered at in the zone, right? And it went back into our resistance area and we pushed down a little bit. But what we did do is we broke. So the reason you don't just jump in the trade because it's in your zone is because all the confirmations need to be saying the same thing at the same time. And this is when we look for, in this case, my MACD. Now my MACD, if price, this was Wednesday, in the wee hours of Wednesday. And even if we were in here, that's 6, 7, 10 o'clock, and and all of that, we're in the zone. We're in the supply zone. If we're looking for sales, our MACD need to support that. So for sales, my signal line, which is this moving average line, needs to be curving down and it needs to break away from the histogram. I need airspace from the histogram. That's going to let me know what's going on. And in addition to that, I add my 13 and my 62. Simple stuff, guys. Simple, simple. And if you do this regularly, consistently, you'll see a difference in your trading. I can't make any guarantees because there are no such thing. But more consistent, if you follow the rules, you'll see a difference, right? So I'll break these things out. So yes, I'm in a supply area, but I'm above my 13. If I'm going to sell, I need for price to be below my 13. I need for my MACD to be curving down, and I need airspace between the histogram and the moving average. So I wouldn't have gotten in even though price was in the supply zone. So you get the picture. All the confirmations need to say the same thing at the same time. Okay. And so price broke out, right? Price broke out. It came back, not quite down. But here's the other thing too. And I'll talk about other ways to enter in on another video because this is going to take a long time. So, but the point is, price broke and we came back to do a soft or moderate retest. And I'll again show you how you can identify areas on another video. But subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing these types of videos on a regular basis. And yeah. So that's what's happening. Now, what does this tell us? This tells us that price still has some bullish activity. Why? Well, we broke above the area of resistance. We just broke above that, closed above it, and we kept going. 2, we are above the moving average. We are above the moving average, right? And 3, we still have our green histograms here and price is curving up. Right now it's flat line, that's consolidation, but it's curving up. So we still have strong bullish energy going on. And from this point, what we do is, where did price stop and turn around? Because see, these zones are still good, but we're not waiting for a break because we already got the break. So we just wash, rinse, repeat. So where did price stop and turn around? Drop a line. Price stopped and turned around. It did not go above this. Now that I've done that, what am I waiting for? For confirmation that price wants to continue to go up. I'm waiting for a break. We just wash, rinse, repeat. That's it. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I didn't intend for it to go this long. Hopefully you got some value out of this. Go ahead on and like the video if you did. Comment any questions you have. I do answer those. And subscribe so that you can stay in the loop. And let's do this thing consistently so that you can begin to profit more consistently. And join Facebook group as well. Just stay connected. I have some good things coming down the pipe. So until the next time, I'll see you all. Have a great one.